can't stand it. I approve this method. I will do hell or high water to do what it takes to help my fellow Minnesotans.
Social Security benefits denied? Get help. Call the law office.
Oh, I thought I muted
the
that.
largest disability law firm in Minnesota. Social Security attorney will meet with you by phone.
There we go. Hi, so we went shopping, got some toys. They've been playing with the Chewy toys. Yes. Hey. And some blankets for them. So by the time these come home with you, the toy will be not so clean, and same with the blanket, because it's going to be in here with them, and I'm not washing it. I will fold each one up and put it in a medium-sized Ziploc bag with most of the air squished out of it, because it will really hold in the smell of everybody. And we have found that they really do well if you keep that blanket and just let them sleep with it in their kennel. And if it does get messed on, doesn't really matter. Try and get as much of the stuff off of it as possible, but try to keep it so that it is not washed for at least a week, because it truly helps them with the familiarity of the smell of everybody, because they are going from being here with all the adults and all their siblings to just themselves. So are you having fun chewing on that? Hey Leo, you like that? Yeah. They have been playing a lot. Was busy doing supper, so with the new toys and everything, they've been playing quite a bit. And Fergus is sleeping. Barry's little guy is snoozing. Patrick and Christy's little girl is starting to settle down and looks like he's going to probably go to sleep soon. Leo still got some energy. And of course, Tilly usually has quite a bit of energy, as with Milo. Yeah. Yeah, Milo likes to chew and pull pee pads, which is why we have the water in a pan now, because he kept pulling it all over the place and spilling it. But they're doing great. They're doing absolutely wonderful. And I'll let everybody know how the vet check goes, of course. And Tilly, that behavior is probably because he has to go to the bathroom. He probably has to do a number 2. And that's pretty much what Tilly does as well when she has to go. And Patrick, your little girl, does the same thing. Tilly's just full of energy. Yep. Yep, there you see. Oh, not yet. Was that too interesting? Did it distract you? Yeah, go back to the pee pad. Oh. See, there he goes. Get out of there, you guys. Come on. No, don't bother him. Go and poop. Get out of there. And really, his poop is very, very, very normal. Very normal. Which is the best indication of a healthy puppy with a healthy GI. And their food has probiotics in it, so that helps their intestinal tract be healthier too. So it's called From, FROMM, Puppy Gold. I also feed it to my mums when they're breastfeeding. And really, it's in the adult's dish. Always. There's about that little stuff is just sitting on top, and the adult stuff is underneath, the bigger stuff. And they absolutely love it. And I like to have it for them. It just helps the adults keep their GIs healthy. Nobody has problems with their bowels or anything. No GI problems. And it's very high protein, which is no grains. It has some rice in it, brown rice, I believe. But it's one of the you know how the first thing mentioned is the number one ingredient? Well, white rice is down the list a little. So the first couple couple of ingredients on the list for Puppy Gold is protein. That's Tilly. Tilly, what you doing? Leo. You guys are so funny. They're pretty rough and tumble. Yep, see, she's starting to lay down. She's been up playing quite a bit. And I've got to catch him because he'll be in here and he'll be playing, and then he'll just bound across the playpen, and especially when I had it double wide. Oh yeah. Barry's little guy, he hops around like a cute little buddy. They all do, but he's really adorable when he does it. Leo, don't pick on Tilly too much. She doesn't take no guff, but he is a little bit bigger than her. Yeah, so it's looking like Milo, who is over there eating away, munch, 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 is probably going home on Saturday. And Leo's family is coming to pick him up. Barry's gonna be coming to pick up his little guy. And I believe Patrick and Christy are coming to pick up little girl there. And next weekend, big boy Fergus and little Tilly will be going to Southern Ontario. So Milo's going to Saskatchewan. Yeah. To a wonderful family in Saskatchewan. They actually asked me to introduce their 4 children to Milo. That's what that little video clip was. And then they recorded their children while they were watching the video. And honestly, it was pretty moving. They were screaming and with joy, and one of the oldest daughter says, "Oh, you're pranking us, aren't you?" So I made another video saying, "No, honestly, you're not being pranked. Milo just wants you to know he's coming home." It's pretty cute. Showed everybody in my family. They thought it was adorable too. But yeah. And already starting to put together the puppy gift bags. The food's in there, a couple pee pads. The receipt for the deposit and the receipt for the balance will be in the bag. The vaccination certificate and your fur baby's health record from Crossroads Veterinary Clinic will also be in the bag. So I've pretty much told everybody where the puppy food and everything, I believe. So other than that, I don't think there's much else. It is a lot of work to having the puppies, because every night I clean up this whole area. I disinfect it, and I wash and disinfect the bottom of the playpen. And I do the same thing to another playpen like this downstairs, because we've kind of taken over the rec room. And that's really the only room big enough for me to be able to have the adults and the puppies. So I disinfect and wash the pen and the floor down there every morning when I bring them up here. Their blankets, although their blankets that are going to go home are not going to be washed, the rest of it is always washed, clean. If they make it dirty, I clean it up right away, put a new blanket down. And pee pads as well. I've got 2 different sizes, the big size right there and the little ones. The little size was really ideal for when they're small, or if you're putting it in front of your door. Like, I have one that's at my back door where my deck is, and that's where they all go outside to do their business. And when I have a new puppy, I put a couple pee pads. You watch them and you see where they're going to try. Well, you put a couple pee pads down, but then you see where they've picked to decide to go, and that's where you put the pee pad. And after a couple days, you'll notice that they're starting, a couple days, sometimes a couple weeks, that they're starting to actually go to the pee pad. And when you notice that they're looking for a place, telling you that they're going to go, because they'll go, ooh, and squirm around and make some noise, that's when they have to go. Plus, when they've just woken up, they will want to go pee. So if you can take them outside then, but they need to walk outside themselves. If you just carry them out, they don't know exactly where they're going. So you try to let them, show them where the door is, help them out the door, unless, of course, you're in an apartment, and then you just take them outside and let them do their business. But I always leave the pee pad at that door, just in case I'm busy and one of my adults got to go. They can hold their bladder, but sometimes they got to go for a poop and they just can't hold it, and they'll poop on the pee pad, which I'm perfectly happy with. If for some reason I'm busy and that's what happens, that's better than them pooping on the floor. Nobody really pees in the house, but there is the occasional number 2 at the back door. But again, I take them out regularly. 2 of my sons take them out regularly. One smokes cigarettes, bad stuff. And he does that outside. So he takes them out. And my daughter, when she comes to visit with her children, who are 19 pretty soon and another one already 20, they'll take the puppies out, or the dogs out, just to take them outside to play with them. We haven't had good weather, because normally I take the puppies out on the back deck, but we haven't had good weather at all. With all the leaves and everything falling, I've swept the deck off multiple times, but then the rain, I'm pretty sure they would probably get cold. But I do have some videos of past litters. I was going to say old litters, but of past litters where I've had them out on the deck, and they get pretty good at following me out the door. They're really starting to quiet down, mellow out. Even though he does do the tear around, he's very mellow, very, very mellow. And Leo is very laid back too. Although, as you can see, they love to play. And if I put my hand down in there, they will come running towards my hand because they'll want to be picked up. And they sure know what that is. Some people actually ask if Shih Tzus are hypoallergenic. The most hypoallergenic dog that I know of is a poodle. And that's because they really don't shed. People shed hair. So do Shih Tzus. I'm actually allergic to dogs. I'm asthmatic. That's why you hear me clearing my throat or coughing every once in a while. But as long as I keep mine bathed, and I bath them with a shampoo that helps inhibit shedding of their skin. So that helps a lot. I vacuum and I use my Swifter sweeper a lot as well. And I keep their hair trimmed. They go to my awesome groomer, Sandy. She does them for me about every 2 to 3 months. Although I shampoo them usually every 2 weeks. When all I had was Shelby, Mikey, and Susie, they were bathed every week. So they're kind of happy that we have 3 more fur babies because they don't get bathed every week anymore. But I brush my dog's teeth. Dental issues are the biggest problem, one of the biggest problems for little dogs, especially Shih Tzus, like Chihuahuas, Maltese. Little mouth, little teeth, big problems. You can get some additives to your water to help reduce plaque. There's some organic ones. I would just recommend that you shop in your local pet store. And again, I've got toothbrushes and toothpaste for them. Mikey will not let me put a toothbrush in his mouth. And there's that brush, that plastic brush you can put on your finger. He doesn't like that either. But I put my finger in his mouth easily. I can do anything I want with his mouth with my hands. And I use my finger and I scrub his mouth with toothpaste. And I do all of their teeth on a daily. But I also get them the chew toys from Walmart. They're in a package. I will try to get one tomorrow, a package tomorrow, and let everybody see what they look like. They actually look like a bag of, there's 3 rolls in a bag, and they look like rolls of masking tape. But what they are is pressed paper. Just layers and layers and layers of pressed paper, like in masking tape. And on one side, there's a green layer, and it's for fresh breath. And it's not minty or anything, but it does give them fresh breath. They like it. They eat that part off first, and then they chew into the roll of compressed paper, and their teeth get in between the layers of paper, and it helps clean the tartar and plaque off of their teeth. They make a mess with it though, because there's little tiny it's rolled up paper. So adults tear it apart pretty quick. Mind you, when Shelby had them, and that's all I had with Shelby for about 4 months, she had one, and she was still chewing on it. But if I put one down now, Susie will tear it apart. So will Mikey. And make a big mess really quickly. But they're awesome for the little ones. And if you only have 1 or 2 dogs, it's not so much to make for them to be so messy. But I know I've announced it a couple times. This is Shelby and Mikey's last litter. They're both getting fixed on November 6th at Crossroads Veterinary Clinic. Dr. Matt Yerksa is doing it. And they're also having their teeth cleaned at the same time. So it's the first time that they'll have their teeth cleaned professionally. And I was looking at both of their teeth, and they look pretty good, but because they're going to be asleep anyway, it's not going to be any big expense to just have them deplaque their teeth, because I know they have no problems with any teeth being extracted or anything like that. Their teeth are all really good. They just need a little cleaning. So there are ways, like I said, of helping them deplaque their teeth. Fergus, you gonna settle down yet? Oh. He's really such a lovey-dovey. I say that about all of them, though, you know. They really... Oops. I don't know if you caught that, but he just rolled right over with them, curling up like a burrito. Yeah. Fergus, you're such a sweetheart. I have not had a puppy that I have not found lovey-dovey. They're all very affectionate. They all return your love and kindness to them, and their tails wag right away, and they're ready to give you kisses and snuggle into your neck. They're awesome, awesome babies. So this is probably the last video for today. I'm really glad that Leo decided to finally play with the toy, because I missed them playing with them when I first put them in there. So, yep. Oh, that was a waggy. But I hope everybody has a great day. And we actually have sun now. The rain stopped around noon, 12:30-ish. And have a great day. Bye.